good morning. There we go. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Still sore, but I've put some makeup on my beard rash, so it's not as bad. It's not as beard rashy as what it was yesterday. And I've managed to kind of do my hair. Put my hair up anyway. So there we are. I got into trouble yesterday. I got into trouble off Facebook yesterday. I mean, I'm not as bad as my lovely friend, hold on a minute, I've not even got the sound down. There we go. My lovely friend Heather, I know she's been in Facebook jail a few times. Heather, I was almost done with you. I was almost in Facebook jail. Right, hold on, I'll get my channel up. I was keeping it 100. We know this, I keep it 100, so I do. 100 I keep it. Facebook didn't like it. Yes, golfer girl, good morning to you. I'm a bad girl. Listen, last night, oh, by the way, I done a negative test this morning. I done a test this morning, it came up negative. So I think that's me on the road to recovery. I'm still got a bit sore throat and I've still got my handkerchiefs for my nose and all this, but I think that's me over the worst of it now, thank God. And a test that was negative, which means next Thursday I can start being a granny properly. Because I'm going to be down at my daughter's every day if she'll have me. I'm going to be doing her washing, I'm going to be taking her shopping, we're going to be doing stuff together. So anyway, that was good. I wait till I tell you what I done. I was wound up. Listen, last night I was wound. Sky, good morning, Sky. Last night I was wound up. I'm not ashamed to tell you this. I was actually wound up. I was about getting my shoes on. Even though I've not been well, I was about getting my shoes on and I was about ready to catch the next plane over to Russia. I'm telling you, or Chernobyl. That's what I was annoyed about. That's because that's what the whole Facebook nearly getting kicked off. I'm going to be a minute. So I wrote a post yesterday on my Facebook, probably everybody had seen it, saying, do you think we could leave Chernobyl alone? Something along the lines, do you know what I mean? I mean, where's the one place on earth that you shouldn't really be messing about with? Chernobyl, right? That's up there. That's what #1 probably. Chernobyl, you don't want to be messing about with Chernobyl, right? And I heard that they were messing with Chernobyl. So I was quite raging about that fact. So I went onto YouTube anyway, Facebook, and wrote all that, right? No, but wait, I tell you, Sky. And one of my subscribers went, that Russian, am I allowed to say his name? I think, right, anyway, Putin, right, he should be putting a time out, right? So, maybe me, I wrote, here, he needs more than a time out. He needs a kick to his, you know what, right? I was up half an hour and then I get the message. I get the message from Facebook saying, this is aggressive. This is aggressive and violent behaviour and stuff like that on Facebook. And I couldn't even say they were wrong. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't even go. And they were going, is this correct? We're going to remove your post. Do you agree with this? And everything. I was going, aye, okay, I just delete it. Andrea, good morning, good morning. Colleen, good morning. Sunny Isle, it's the same here. It's a wee bit snowy on the ground, but the sun's out. Yeah, I was nearly in Facebook jail. They nearly had me banged up in Facebook jail because I says he was needing his things kicked. But listen, to be honest, I was wound up. I was ready to go there to Russia. I was ready to go and have a stern talk with them. Listen, I don't know about yous, right? I don't know about yous. I'm not really into politics, not, but this is different, right? This is different. You don't want to be messing with bloody Chernobyl. Who does that kind of thing? Do you know what I mean? What are they thinking? What do you know? Do you know what I think they're thinking personally? I think they think that they've got us now with the gonads, right? They've got us like this. Look, we've got Chernobyl. You give us the rest of the world, and we'll let go of this Chernobyl. If I was a world leader, I'd be going, that's right, you own the world. It's your world now. The world belongs to you. Right, just come away for Chernobyl now, Kirk. Come away for Chernobyl. And then when he comes away for Chernobyl, we pounce on him. Pounce. This is just my fiction. This is fiction. I'm talking before I get into trouble on YouTube also. I'm talking fiction, by the way. So I was really wound up last night. See, when I seen the shenanigans that was going on, I was like, do you not think that would be the first place that we should have had troops? Do you not think we should have maybe had troops there to begin with, being a very, very high risk area? Do you not think there should have been quite a lot of troops hanging about Chernobyl? Look, I'm not even into war and stuff like that, but do you know, see, as a chess player or something, I'd have had all my guys in there. I'd have said, do you know what, let's get them out of that Chernobyl plant, because that's pretty serious if they were to get that. No, nobody there. Anyway, so I'll be watching that today. I'll try not to get kicked off. See what I could think. Violent behaviour. I was like, oh my god. Imagine me, violent behaviour, getting kicked off. Oh, Golfer Girl, I feel a lot better. I'm still snottery a bit, and I've still got a bit of a sore throat, and I've got a negative test, which is in the bin. I'm not going to rake through it, but I got a negative test this morning, so it's I won't be allowed to leave the house till next Thursday. I calculated it out. So next Thursday, the first thing I'm doing is going down to my daughter's. See my I feel as if I'm missing out. Do you know that? I feel as if I'm missing out on an important time, and he's not going to know who his bloody granny is. Granny's been missing in action. Where the hell's the granny gone? Where's his granny? Away his granny. Pierre's still not very well, Sky. I think he's gone through the worst of it probably yesterday in the day, because I took it just before him. So I'm just leaving him in his bed. The more sleep he can get, the better, I suppose. Sky, I'm telling you, I was like, that's it. Where's my boots? I'm going out of Chernobyl right now. How you with the tank enough? Imagine me. Right, you that's got a big tank there. Put the tank down. Put it down. Put the missile down. Putin, come here. Come here. I need to speak to you. Have you ever had a Glasgow kiss, Putin? I might give you one. Look, I says to Peter, I says, I know the guy's a wrestler and stuff like that, right? Because there's pictures of him topless wrestling bears and stuff like that. But I would still give him a square go. Gold does, good morning. I'm feeling a lot better, still a bit sniffly and stuff like that, but my lungs aren't burning anymore. I'm not as breathless. I'm definitely, and I'm feeling happier. I'm feeling back to kind of my normal self. Thank God. So, and a negative, I done a test this morning, it was negative. So it looks as if the allergy has left the building. Well, it's not really because it's still in Peter, but after that I'll have left the building. And then I'll be going round the whole house with bloody disinfecting. The house will be getting disinfected from top to bottom. I think we should, Sky. I think we should all we should sit down with NATO. That's what we should do. Listen, come on. Look, I've got a YouTube channel. We've been talking, and we think there's some points that you've maybe missed. Number one, I don't think the guy's caring about the money situation. I think he's power hungry. In my opinion, I don't think he can get it up anymore. And the only thing he can do to make himself better is to invade places to give him some more power. That's just my opinion. That's just the way I think. I do. That's what I think. I think the guy's just power hungry. He just wants to steal other people's countries just to make him feel a wee bit better downstairs. You know what I mean? He's getting on in years and stuff like that. I don't think it can happen anymore, so he's making up for it for, stealing Chernobyl for a start. So anyway, I want to sit down with NATO and say, look, by the way, you should have, where's the Navy SEALs? it just, look, I would really like your feedback. Is it just me? I'm thinking, all these years, right, for the Second World War ended and stuff like that, Great Britain, America, all the big countries, right? Australia, Norway, all of them, Europe, the whole of Europe. We've all been tracing elite forces, right? Elite. Where maybe they're in the background, maybe something's going on in the background we don't know about, right? But me, I'd be thinking, right, this is it, lads. This is what we've been training for 40 years. We've been training for this very moment in time. Where's the Navy SEALs and the FBI and who's it? We've got this MI5 or something. I don't know who we've got in Britain, but we've got elite forces. Get them in. What are they waiting for? Get the forces in. That's what to do. That's what I'd be doing right now. I'd be like, never mind the money. It's no. Look, I don't think the man's after. He's caring about the money. I really don't. I don't think the man's caring about the money. It's just he's. I think he's lost his goddamn mind. See the look in his eye? He had a weird look in his eye. I was like, ooh. Sky, well, I know, don't you think now's the time? I'm pretty sure in France as well, they've got a special forces, an elite force, haven't they? These guys, this is what they've trained for all their lives. This is what they've trained for, this very moment in time they've trained for. This exact moment. I don't think shaking their finger and saying, you're a naughty boy, you're not getting any more money off us. I don't think that's working. In fact, I watched President Biden's speech yesterday. I don't know what to make it because it was just basically telling us everything that happened throughout the day. Now, we'd watched that and it was just more sanctions. And the same as Boris Johnson, it was just more sanctions. We need more, we need the forces in, come on. I'm no violent person, but there's a time and place for it. Facebook's not one of them, obviously. I've got to watch my mouth on Facebook. In fact, my wee pal Duke Doom, ASMR Noir, I think his channel is. He was talking to me as well in code. He was like, I have to talk to you in code because Facebook will kick us off. I was like, I know, I almost got it. Almost got kicked off half an hour ago. Because I said he needed his thingies kicked. I know you're a naughty boy, Putin. Don't do it again. He's not going to listen to that, the man's got a crazy look in his eyes. And in the first place you go is bloody Chernobyl. What does that tell you? Which I think should have been guarded. That should have been heavily guarded. We should have been in there guarding that bloody thing. Because there's an elephant's foot. Did you know this? There's an elephant's foot in there. In Chernobyl, an elephant's foot. Don't want to go near the elephant's foot. No. Here, and my Sophie wanted to go there as a tourist. She wanted to take Peter, go to Chernobyl, just because they walk about with the radioactive meters and stuff like that. And she says to me, I'm going to be rolling on the elephant's foot. I says, stay away from the elephant's foot. No elephant's foot, Sophie. None. Anyway. Heather and Marshall. I watched a wee video this morning and it put a smile on my face. It was so nice to see he's happy, so it was. Heather, I was nearly banged up in Facebook jail. I was nearly banged up with you. I know you like to spend time in Facebook jail. All because someone had said to me that Putin needed to be put in a timeout, and I said that he needed to get a kick in the you-know-whats. Next thing, Facebook's getting in contact with me because of my violent behaviour. I was like, oh my god. I don't know, I felt quite proud of in that moment. I know, Sky, I mean, I'm no good at like war strategies or anything like that, right? But there's a few things that I would have done differently. Number one, I would have had Chernobyl well and truly guarded. That would have been like the most guarded place would be Chernobyl. I'd be guarding that. Get the Navy SEALs and that in. Thanks, Laura. There's my lovely Laura. Heather, I know you get banned all the time, and I was nearly banned with you. I was nearly in there. I'm feeling better, Laura. I done a test this morning. It was negative. So I've still got to isolate until next Thursday. And then I can get out and see my grandson. Yes, Heather, I watched it this morning and I put a wee comment on it. It was a lovely, lovely, happy video. And your wee babies, I can't wait to see these wee babies. And it was your anniversary and everything like that. It was lovely. It was lovely. So that was me nearly kicked off. Nearly kicked off Facebook. Oh, happy times, eh? Happy times. So today, I don't know what I'm doing today. Maybe tidy up. Maybe I'll start the disinfecting today. I might start going about the house disinfecting everything. Doorknobs and all that need to be disinfected. Kate, good morning to you. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still not 100%. My rash beard, I've actually got it covered just now a wee bit with some makeup. But my nose is terribly raw, but Golfer Girl got me beautiful handkerchiefs that are soft. My nose is thankful for these handkerchiefs. Oh. Heather, that's, you maybe, see, you're saying that now, but see when you get me in Vegas, you might be like, send her home. Send her, Michelle, what have we got ourselves in for? I'll be pole dancing and stuff like that, like, woohoo! She's an embarrassment, her. What did you bring her for? Oh. Open-minded, my lovely open-minded. Good morning. Good morning. Open-minded. I nearly get banned for Facebook, so I did. But I was naughty. I'm feeling a lot better, and I can taste. My taste's coming back already, which is good. My taste buds are coming back. I can't really smell though. I still can't really smell. Open-minded. Because I was wound up last night, right? Laura, wait, I tell you. I was wound up last night. I was watching the news, you see, and I was a bit wound up with things that are happening, do you know what I mean? And it was about the whole Chernobyl thing, right? The whole Chernobyl thing, and Chernobyl's been took over now and stuff like that. And I was raging about that. I was thinking, there's been trips. Why? So many questions, right? So I'd been onto Facebook and I'd wrote, don't you think Chernobyl should be left alone? Leave Chernobyl alone, for God's sake, leave Chernobyl alone. And one of my friends had wrote that the leader, he needed to be put in a time out, right? And I wrote, no, he needs a swift kick in the you-know-whats. So then I got the message from Facebook about my aggressive behaviour. Aggressiveness. And I thought, well, fair do. I mean, I couldn't even say, well, these are wrong, because I was a bit of aggression, really. Right. So I get that taken down. And I watch myself now, I'm walking in eggshells. I've got to watch what I'm saying in the whole Facebook, or I'm going to be in the clink. Oh. No, well, we got a wee bit more snow. I'll show you out the window. We got a wee bit more snow. See, you can see some snow there still on the ground, but it's a beautiful sunny day, so that's all going to melt. That's all going to melt. So that's what I was wound up though. I must admit, I was a bit wound up last night after seeing everything that was going on. I was wound. I was about getting my shoes on and getting a plane over there to have a stern talk with the leader. Right, you can hear. Leave Chernobyl alone. That's my first thing. Leave it alone. We've had enough of the bloody thing. What I mean. I think it's just so they've got a hold of everybody now. That they've got a hold of us. I'd be sneaking in there. I'd be sneaking. I'll do your sneaking if you want me to sneak in there. I'll sneak in and get them. Put your tanks down. Oh my goodness. Oh, but mind it, they're going. See this. You're not allowed to speak now, Harley, on Facebook. Go and watch what you're saying. I just said he needed a kick someplace. Fair enough. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should have worded it different. Pip, there's my lovely Pip. I'm feeling a lot better. How's you and how's the Baba? How's Baba doing? Yeah, I was a naughty girl yesterday on Facebook. And me and my lovely friend Duke Doomby talking code. That's what it's like. You're going talking code now. See, if I says to him, if I said, do you know what he needs? A right good Glasgow kiss. That would have went by. I think that would have been okay because I don't think Facebook's up to scratch on Glasgow slang. So I'm going to need to talk code in future. Oh, I see. Oh, good, Pip. Pip, I feel as if I'm missing out now because I can't get to see my daughter or my grandson with this whole virus shenanigan until Thursday. I feel as if now it's going to be like, I've no, where the grannies? Grannies are gone. I've no granny. Grannies abandoned them. My grannies abandoned me. That's the way I feel. But next Thursday I'll be able to go down and get her washing and take her to Asda and stuff like that and do things. It's going to be great, and then I'll go back down on Friday once I've done her washing and all that for her. Oh, stitches are terrible. Pip, if you don't mind me asking, was it a C-section or was it natural? Because I was saying to Amanda got the C-section, and I remember with Peter's, right, now I'm talking, he was about 4 months or something, right, I'm in the shower washing myself, and I went, what the hell's that? And I look at my scar, and there's a bit of wire hanging out, I swear to God. And I looked at it and I thought, I better not pull that, because it might be like, see if you pull a thread in a cardigan, like that. I was visualising that. I was like, oh my God. Alright, Pip. Yeah, don't carry anything heavy. Or stitches or worse. So I had this thread hanging out and I was like, I better not be pulling it, just in case. But she clipped it off. It was like an internal stitch. And I had stitches down below as well with Soph. Because that was, she was forceps and the cut me and all that. But that was dissolving stitches. Oh my God, Pipsy. Ouchie. Oh. Yes, open-minded, she had a wee Baba. A week apart for Manda. Manda and Pip, my God. I feel like a proud adopted grandma to your baby is also, Pip. I'm the crazy grandma on YouTube that sometimes dresses like a grandma. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I can't wait to, he's going to be bigger. I mean, he's going to be a heavy chunkier boy. I'm going to be like, oh, I want to take him out. I want to push him in his pram and like, see the miracle. This is what we've done in the family. This is the, look, come and see what our family's done. This. Yes. He's doing great, Pip, apparently. He's doing marvellous. He's doing everything he should. Pooing and peeing on Amanda and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? All the good stuff. And I'm like, that's motherhood for you, darling. And you're just usually ready and you bring them up and they'll sit down your back. No, the joys of motherhood. Oh, I will be singing them. I'll be making up wee songs as I always do. And I can't really make up, they just come to me at the time. But I must admit, I've already sang to him. I already sang him a song. And it was a Glasgow Celtic song. Sorry to my Rangers fans, but I had to, he's going to be a Celtic boy, so his granny sang him a wee Celtic song, so I did. Oh, it's going to be fun. But well, I'll make up songs, no doubt. I like to make up songs. Sky, no two labours are the same. Even for me, with 3 kids, every one of my labours was completely different. So you can't even listen to other people's stories and think that's the way it's going to be, because it'll be completely different for you. You'll have a completely different experience. As I said, my niece, she it was a rush to get her into the hospital. She was giving birth in the car going there to the hospital. Her labours, for the minute she felt it, was so quick with her 3 kids. Yeah, so open-minded. I was dreaming about Mike Tyson again the other night. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Again, I didn't see him in my dream. I just knew I was Mike Tyson's girlfriend, and I was like, here. I was swanning about this mansion like that. You know, I was like, going to put this mansion thing. This is my boyfriend's pad, right? Mike Tyson, this is my boyfriend's pad, like that. And then the next thing, it was filled with like students and stuff like that, and they were all swinging for lights and causing a ruckus in the mansion, right? And I was like, here's you better stop the ruckus, because my boyfriend Mike Tyson will come here and he'll soon sort you out. I've not even watched it with Mike Tyson in it. That's twice now I've tried by him. Maybe I should write to him. Is he single? It'll probably be longer than two seconds, Sky. I could pretty much put my life on. It'll be a wee bit longer than 2 seconds. Wonky donkey, good morning to you. Well, I done a test this morning and it was negative. And I've done a test every day since Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is Friday, isn't it? 4 days I had the positive result, and today it was a negative. And I do feel better. I do feel, see, I knew I could do it. The other day I thought I was dying. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do that to the virus. Oh, I better not do that. I might get kicked off YouTube. No, I mean, I was lucky Facebook didn't. Here, I'm going to have a look for this Mike Tyson, because, oh, let's face it, the man's fit, isn't he? The man is fit. Maybe this is what he dreams of when he dreams at night. Is this here wee Scottish woman like this? You know what I mean? Not much to look at, but a good personality. See if you're into a right good personality. If that's what you fall in love with, someone that's got, oh my God, her personality's stunning, then I'm probably the girl for you. See if you're in for somebody that's voluptuous and beautiful looking and stuff like that. Well, I'm not even going to kid you on. You might want to just walk on. Oh, do you not have them? Oh my goodness. Well, I've tried to get more tests, and ours, we're not getting any more either. So I've got a few left and I'm keeping them. Yeah, golfer girl, I remember saying Sophie was going to be my only child. I was like, never again. And the nurse was going to all see that, and I was going, I'm telling the truth though. Lie detector me, nurse. Never again. And I was like, I'm never even going to have intimate relations ever again. This is what happens. I was doing all that, so I was. Who was I at? 2 years Amanda was born, within 2 years. So, but we'll do that. We'll never again, because you hear stories, but you don't. Nobody can tell someone how bad it's going to be. Yes. See, I mean, I've got one good. So, MD that's worried about the pandemic and stuff. You see, I was like, it was like a really bad flu kind of thing, but I seem to have got over it, so that's good. That's a good thing. So don't be worried. I need to blow my heater again though. The place, it needs disinfected. I need to disinfect everything, my snow globes, everything needs to be done. Because I've been sneezing and stuff like that, so that they're all probably got the virus on them. So I'll need to go around the place with disinfectant. And I'll put on Roxy music while I do it. That's what I like, that's my jam. When I'm cleaning, I put on some Roxy music. Brian Ferry. Oh, I mean, oh, he was a looker as well. When his sharp dressed man was him. He was a sharp dressed man. Always wore a suit. Always wore a suit. I think he was on to, personally. I think it was because he used to sweat a lot. I think he was like into the snow stuff, if you know what I mean. Oh. Yeah, well, my first positive was Monday. I can't remember when I tested myself before that, but I knew last week I wasn't feeling too hot, so I hadn't seen the grandchild anyway because I was like, I've got a really bad cold and I don't want to give him this. And then the Monday was the positive result, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then yesterday. And yesterday's line was very, very faint, and then today there's zero line. I've still got one of them. That's one of the positive ones. See the two lines. That was from Tuesday or something like that. Don't know why I'm keeping it. Oh, maybe because somebody said was it a scammer? Kate, good morning, good morning. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, mind, and I was feeling really down as well when I got called a scam. I don't know what I was trying to scam you about, because there was no money or anything. There was no PayPal or anything like that going on. But it's scamming you with my ways, with my scamming you into bed. That's what it was, wasn't it? Because I had you in bed with me. I scammed you and I lured you in to the boudoir under false pretenses and took you into bed with me. That's what I've done. That was a nice morning, that. Open-minded. This was when I was lying in bed ill, right? My throat was almost... My throat was almost closed over and stuff like that. So it was... And I know, I must be the amount of shenanigans. And I was in bed with you and somebody had come in and told me that I was scamming. I don't know, I was like reading it and I was thinking, what could I possibly be scamming about at the moment? I don't know. Scamming that my nose is running off me. Look, my poor nose. It's like sandpaper, it really is. And my beard rash, but that's all going away, that's all. See, tomorrow, you won't believe it, tomorrow when I put on all my makeup and stuff like that, you'll be like, who's that woman? And I'll be like, it's me, I'll be waving to you, going, it's me, it's me. Nicer today though, all done up. Mike Tyson. I don't know why I keep dreaming of Mike Tyson, my God. Why am I not dreaming of Aquaman? By God, I see him every day in my kitchen. Pap, I don't know what I was scamming for. I was getting called it anyway. But we all know I've been called worse than that. I do have been called a lot worse than that. I've been called quite a lot of stuff actually. I've been called. You know what I mean? Water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back. Listen, see what people say to me is no comparison to what I say to myself. That's how, this week I've been meant to do my therapy. Telling myself nice things in the mirror. How could I tell myself nice things when I've been loaded to with the virus? I'll start next week. It's Friday already. I'm kind of wishing the days away to next Thursday because I'm desperate to get out. I'm desperate to get out of the house to go and see my daughter. I miss her terribly, and I talk to her every day, but it's not the same as me physically being there. And sometimes you just need your mum, do you know what I mean? You just need your mum there. And I just want to be there for her as well as the baba. I just want to be there to cuddle her and look after her. Do you know what I mean? But I couldn't do now. There's no way in hell I could see them do now, because if I gave them this, then that would be, well, that'd be terrible. Maybe it was open mind. I don't know. I think it was just somebody wanting to come and ruin my day even worse. I mean, I was feeling at death's door at the time. I was feeling at death's door. I was finding it hard to breathe from my bedroom to the bathroom. See, by the time I went to for the bedroom bathroom, I was feeling breathless. I've got my inhaler here. I was having to take my inhaler. and stuff like that. But I get called as if I was scamming. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe we should have asked them why. I don't know. Oh, as I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But see, if I'm not your cup of tea, give me a wee chance, because sometimes I can be like a fungus and just grow on you like that. Before you know it, I've grew on you. You're a little berry and you're in the gutter with us. That's where you are. And it's great. I'll tell you, see, once you're in the gutter, you don't want to come out. Once you're there, that's it. Yes, guy, no. That's how, even last week, when I wasn't getting positive results, I still wouldn't got, because I had a stuffy nose and I had a cold. I thought it was a cold. But it was just the beginning of the virus that was going on in me. So, I'll see, I'm glad, I'm awful glad I did it. And Peter, he was going to go out with my dad. And I says to him, I says, maybe you shouldn't go out with your grandpa because you're no well. And my dad's got that COPD just as well. I did, because he would have gave it to my dad. And my mum would have, it had been around the whole family. I'm drinking my usual Scotland's finest, apart from Monk's Wines, guys. Monk's Wine's Scotland's finest. And it's not even from Scotland, it's from England, Monk's Wine. But anyway, it's the national drink of Scotland, and Irn-Bru, of course. My Irn-Bru. Tomorrow, you know what it'll be? I'll be feeling on top of the world tomorrow. Tomorrow is flavouring day, my favourite day, so it is. Oh, I done a wee video this morning. Just shows you, see, my energy's coming up. I done a wee video. I wanted to do an old school. And before anybody corrects my spelling, that's how you spell old school back in my day. See, in the 90s, old school was spelled SKOOL, would be school for old school. Right, that's the way they spell it. Pip, have a wonderful day. Give your wee Baba a cuddle for me. And let me just tell you, Pip, you have done absolutely amazing. I hope everybody in your family's told you what a fantastic job you've done. You're a wee hero, is what you are. Don't ever forget that. And I'll see you later on. Sky, it's a fashion statement. Monk's Wine's a fashion statement. Come on now. Guys, if you ever come over here to Scotland, you know you'll have to. You know you'll have to. You'll have to taste the beverage. Oh, open-minded. My son had said that one of his friends has caught it like 6 times or something. I don't know if that's possible, but that was the word on the street. I'm hoping I'm good after that. I'm hoping my immune system has recognised it and now can fight it. Because it was no joke. And I see what they were talking about you lose your taste, your smell. My ears, I was dizzy. Yesterday, I nearly fainted. I swear to you, I nearly fainted. I went into, see, when I got into a coughing fit. I went into a coughing fit. And all of a sudden, I just felt the way you feel when you're just getting an anaesthetic put in you. I just felt as if I was going. And I managed to grab onto the table like that. And I was like, oh. And then I was okay again. So I was like, oh, I need to watch myself. I was nearly fainting yesterday. Just as well it wasn't the glass table. Remember what happened the last time I hung onto the glass table? It was a disaster. Now, MD that's thought to herself, I'm going on a date with somebody, right, and the end up the date was disastrous, right? It's not going to put a patch to my date. Remember the table incident, hot wax everywhere. God knows what the dogs were doing. We were blazing. Sky, I know. Oh, is it? God, forget. Hope I don't catch it again, because it's no fun. That's for sure. And I've not been my swimming or anything. I'm missing my swimming. And one of my wee pals up the swimming said that she's got something for the baby. And that lovely enough. No, but she'll be like, oh, do you know what? I'll need to send her a wee message and let her know that I've been fully it. I'll do that, golf girl. I'll get my booster every year. I get my flu shot every year anyway. So I'll be doing that. Yeah, but we'll just have to get. Listen, see if we've got to do it. If it makes us a wee bit safer. Think about how bad I would have been if I wouldn't have got it. I don't know if I would have been able to survive that. What I had, I felt like death's door. My head was sore, my eyes, everywhere was sore. Oh yeah, I'll be getting my booster. That's what I do. But it's completely up. I think it's up to people if you want to get the booster or not. I'm not sure how I feel about this compulsory. Um, it's a fine line into it. This compulsory thing that you've got to. But a lot of shops and that are making you've got to wear your mask and stuff like that. So, but I do it anyway. I just follow the herd. Yeah, I just. Oh, we're getting Jags. All right then. Hi, give me a Jag. I do as I'm told. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm naughty like last night on Facebook. Here I'll be wound up the day. I tell you, this whole thing's winding me right up. This whole invasion, carry on. I don't usually like to get involved in politics or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But here, this is a different kettle of fish that we're going through. Again, see if I was Queen of the World, it would all be solved. I'd be like, I would have put him in his naughty seat. Get in your naughty seat. I don't care. In your naughty seat. Stay there for a week. See, I don't know if it's a vaccine pass. Where's my purse? I don't know where my purse is, but I've got the wee letter. Can't find it. I've got the wee letter that says my booster and my other 2 injections on it. I'll just keep it in my purse in case anybody wants to look at it. I think we're just going to need to get used to it. I think we're just going to need to build our own immunity because I don't know. Yes, this was it. I almost fainted. I mean, I've got my inhaler, but it's still dead wheezy and tight. And I was like, I was like coughing, and it was just like wheezing and wheezing, and then, oh, I felt as if I was going. I said to Peter though, but I says to him, you better keep your eye on me because I might be lying somewhere fainted. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, and I'm having hot drinks and stuff, trying to steam my face off. And I got a good 4 hours sleep last night, which was excellent. That's the longest sleep I've had all week. But I kept waking up, coughing my lungs up, so I was having to get up and sit, take a drink of water, take my inhaler, and then prop myself up and try and sleep. So but look, I did a wee video and everything this morning, my old school video, just with sounds, just an OG video of how we used to do ASMR back in the day, just finding things from around your house and just making sounds with them. I like the kind of videos. Open-minded, but I'm wondering if the beard rash that I'm getting is from the masks. And I do wash my masks. Gigi, my lovely Gigi, good morning. I do sound better, I am better. Gigi, I almost ended up in Facebook jail. I'm quite proud of that actually, because Heather, she's always in it. And I wanted to be like my friend Heather. Yeah, I says that the Russian guy needed a kick someplace. Facebook contacted me about my aggressive behaviour. Oh, I was like, oh, do you know, I was thinking, Facebook, come to Glasgow, that's not aggressive. That's just everyday talk. In fact, that's a compliment saying you want to kick someone in the you-know-what's. That's a compliment in Glasgow. Come to Glasgow and all that. You'll see what I'm talking about. Violent. My violent behaviour. That's not violent at all. Saying stuff like that. Yeah. I was wound up with the whole Chernobyl thing. I'm still wound up about that. I'm still wound up about... Look, I've watched all this Chernobyl doc. In fact, I was alive when it all kicked off in Chernobyl. I said, one of these... There you go. That's why I've had it then. With the virus. Because I was like, what the hell is this? Why have I got a rash and it's just like a beard? Hey, that's like Mother Nature taking the piss, really, isn't it? I mean, you don't like having a spot or two, but come on, you have a beard rash, and I've not got a beard. What the hell? That's just like, actually, do you know what? Let's just give her that as well. That's a good laugh. Somebody's laughing at me. Somebody's laughing. Yeah, I like wearing my mask. I feel safe wearing my mask. I do. And I like to mouth things under my mask. Like that. See, somebody's like, I'm in asked or somebody comes into me and I'll go, in you go, and I'll mouth gestures like that under my mask. But one of these days, without my mask, I'm going to do that and somebody's going to go, did you just mouth F off to me? And I'll go, no. No, I was yawning. Oh. Oh. Yeah, moustache and beard. Look. I've got it covered up today, but I was like, come on now. I've not been shaving, honest to God, I've not been shaving, so I was like, what's this? Well, now we know. Now we know the joys. It's as if, you know what, feeling like death's door isn't bad enough. Let's just give them all a beard rash. Beard rash. Or they could have had the goggles rash. That would have been a bad tune as well. Yeah, I like wearing my mask. I do, and I do wash it. That's how I was like, because it looks as if it's in the shape of a mask. But then I would get it there, wouldn't I? And it's only this part. It's just nature just giving it to you again. Just let's see what else we can make her feel terrible about. But see, tomorrow will be like a different person. Tomorrow is the day for my profile pictures and stuff like that, and I've got my makeup on. I should maybe hook up with Mike Tyson. I've been dreaming about him. I'm going to need to look into his Facebook. Come on now. I'm going to need to look this guy up. Here's you, Mike Tyson. Why are you coming into my dreams every night? Not that I'm complete. Are you single? See if you're not single, then I object to that. Don't be coming into my dreams if you're in a relationship. See if you're single, however, come into them every night. I've not even watched anything with Mike Tyson in it, so who knows? GG, right? I know. GG, I know. But I think, see, the older you get, the more people are like, oh, F it. F it. Because I always remember my wee granny used to have a white beard. And see, when she kissed me, cheerio, it used to jag me. And I'd be like, oh, granny's beard's jaggy. But maybe as you get older, you're like, I'm embracing the beard now. And you just need to get used to it. Mum comes with a beard. Granny has got a beard. No, I would want to pluck it or shave it or something. Yeah, no, I'll be minded. Here, that would be a threesome in the bed, me, Jason and Mike Tyson. Eh? My God, eh? My God, what a night that would be. Peter, go to your friends or something, son. Okay, can't even know he's in quarantine with me. See, the thing is, when see the wee Neds, there's not a mask between them all. You know, the 20 wee Neds can go by the window. Not one of them have got a mask. See, that's just, see if you've got a mask on and you're a Ned, that just means like you're a pussy, that they say. So, no masks, bottle of wine, swinging. Bob's your uncle. Fashion statement. And all the lassies, like all the wee Ned lassies, they all like a bit of that. Well, look at him, he's not even got a mask on. That shows you how hard he is. GG, right. Kids do that. I remember sitting at a mirror one day. It was up the caravan when my mum and dad did a caravan. And the girls were wee. And I was putting makeup on, and one of them said, "Oh, look, Mum's got a wee moustache." And I was like, God, so I have. When did this happen? Why did you not tell me before? How long have I been going about with this moustache? He's got 7 children. I'm not surprised. You can tell the man's fertile, can't you? Just looking at him, you're like, oh aye, he's a fertile guy. That doesn't bother me, you know what I mean? The kids thing, because I'm too old for. I'm no after him for his kids or his money really. Keep your wallet in your car. Just come into the bungalow. Oh, did she? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame, eh? See, this is it. This is what I try and tell everybody. Money is not the most important thing. I know it helps you live and stuff like that. But see, when all the times in my experience I've been lying in hospital beds and stuff, and the whole oh, God, I'm spitting. Sorry. The whole cancer thing. Not once did I think about money. Or objects in the house, for instance, like, oh, well, that was a great TV I bought that time, wasn't it? What a beautiful TV. Oh, I'm glad to get that wee chest of drawers. Fantastic. That's not what you think. What you think is memories. And not only memories, you think about nature, you think about the wind on your face. See when you're banged up in the hospital for a while and you go back outside and you feel the wind on your face. What a beautiful feeling that is, because you don't feel it. And the smell of the world, just the earth smell, it's got a smell. You don't realise it because you're in it all the time, but when you're in a sterile environment for months and then you go out, you can smell, and the birds flying and all that kind of stuff. That's what you think about when you're ill. And celebrities, they've got all the money in the world, and things happen. Things that do you know what really got me open mind was John Travolta. I remember John Travolta's son. Jet, I think his name was, and I don't know. I don't know what condition the boy had. The boy had some medical condition, and I think he took a convulsion while he was in the bathtub or something, and passed away. And I remember thinking, John Travolta is a multi-millionaire, and all that money in earth couldn't solve this problem. That's why, look at the bigger picture, right? I know we're all strapped for cash and stuff like that, but look for the good things. I do it every day. I've got it. See, if I don't do it every day, I would end up so depressed. My pigeons, for instance, I sit and laugh at my pigeons. My pigeons are hard pigeons. They kick each other and stuff, and Glasgow kiss each other out there. You know, it keeps me going. Foxes, I seen a fox. You know, just things like that really make me happy. Just nature and stuff. And there's a wee old woman crossing the road. God bless her. See, Sky, I wouldn't want to have that kind of lifestyle, but I'm just saying they can come to the bungalow. Catherine, yes, good morning. Yes, it is. And as I say, I swear, not once have I been lying in a hospital bed, and I've been in hospital beds a lot, have I thought about material things, not once. The only kind of material thing was holidays and stuff like that, to Disneyland, you know, I used to think about that. But that was like time with my family. Memories, make memories, guys, make beautiful memories. Gigi, I don't know if anybody's going to ever snatch me up. Do you know, this is me at my worst. I'm at my worst. I should have this on the dating profiles. As I say, the dating... Look, I don't know why that's acceptable on a dating site, right? That you're just like, you've said 2 words to the person. Hi, how are you? I'll tell you a bit more about myself. I'm a Sagittarius. Oh, this kind of stuff, right? And then bang, they come in with, do you still like to have that kind of time and stuff? Can I have a full body picture? No, you can't. Stranger, you cannot. Watch me online. Look, you're after me for my nature. Let's just say that. If it's a nature you're looking for, I've got one right here. I've got nature. I've not got much more, but if it's a nature you're after, I've got one right here. You're in luck, pal. You're in luck. Yeah, see, that's... Gigi, I thought that I'd met a nice person, and he was a chunkier guy, right? I mean, this was it. He was a chunkier guy. And he says, I'm a chunkier guy. I says, I don't mind that. I do not mind that. A bit of meeting people's bones is alright with me. I don't fall in love with that. Do you know what I mean? I thought he seems a nice guy. I don't mind that at all. I says I'm a chunky lassie myself. And then bam, it was one of the questions right after it. And I thought he's just ruined it. Delete. Yeah, Gigi, would they do that in a nightclub? Say you were in a nightclub, right? Or just an occasion that you were meeting people and stuff like that. Oh, pleased to meet you. My name's Linda and pleased to meet you. Their second thing you wouldn't be about that, would it? Why do you think it's acceptable online? See, I want the celebrities to come to the bungalow. I'm not after their houses or cars or limos or anything like that. Saying that, I would like a wee shot in a private jet because the Mile High Club I've always wanted to. So if anybody's got their own personal jet or that and is into it, I would like to be in that club. Do you know about like Austin Powers? Remember Austin Powers plane? And he'd a rotating bed up in the plane. Catherine, right? I know. Yeah. Oh, you need to see. I don't. The only tea I enjoy is chai latte. That's the only tea that I drink. I like coffee though. I like coffee. Me too. Well, me too, Sky. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just leaving it to God. I'm leaving it in God's hands now. Oh, I've tried. Do you know what I mean? I have tried. It's just not working. Maybe one day, who knows? Maybe one day I'll be on here going, never guess what happened. I was in Asda, bang, our trolleys met. Our trolleys met in the produce aisle, and it was love. I was loved from there. That could be a story time and for the future. Well, guys, I'm going to go and I'll be back tomorrow. Prettier I am today, that's for sure. And a wee bit better again, hopefully. And I want to thank you all for spending your time with me. Okay? And I love you all very, very much. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to give you a kiss now because I don't have any more.